back room, and you heard it here first together, finally.
All right.
Wow, why do we have sunglasses on?
I told you what I put up before. You got to create the vibe so you can hear it through the music. Must be the music turning me on.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but I'll proceed. Why do we have sunglasses? I'll take my glasses off. You keep yours on.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine on.
The back room. This is actually where all those great songs that you hear, you may not think is great. We think it's great. Yeah. So, yeah. He used to make Kingdom Ministry songs.
Yeah, right. I know. Don't ever say nothing like that.
You remember the tan book that said Kingdom?
That?
Remember
What was our favorite song? From house
to house, from door to door, Jehovah's
word we spread.
I will never forget that song. That song is embedded in my psyche. Oh my God. Do you remember? What else? What else?
There was a few other ones I actually liked.
I
can't front on it.
Yeah, I think when we was growing up, and this really shows our age, although we might have just been like we were babies. Wasn't the Bible green?
Oh snap!
There was a green Bible.
The fact that
I'm talking
said,
about grandma.
Snap,
Yeah, he's an old nigga.
Yeah, I think I think it was green. Yeah,
Like
it was soft, right?
Yeah,
It was real soft.
yeah. It was a soft cover Bible. Because think about it. We know about black, right? And we know
Right.
about gray.
Gray, the gray.
What was before that?
I think it was green. You're right.
I think it was green. It was green.
I think so. You're right.
Right? Because I can't think of any other color unless y'all know.
I remember I used to like getting those new books and put my name in it. Like I felt like worthy of something.
Put your name on that
Your
front
name
cover,
on that front
boy.
cover. Like
Yeah.
that, thinking you was something.
Yeah.
When in reality, you are nothing.
I'm drinking some, what is it called, Macallan's? Tony came
This
by.
ain't
by
no
the way.
account. This is red wine. That's
Yeah.
whiskey you got.
Tony came by. He was like, I want to give you guys some.
Tony and Stephen Lett came by. He said, "Give me some of that drink, you bastard."
Oh my God, Steve. My man Steve. Stephen Lett.
I'm getting some more wine.
Yeah, tell Steve to come downstairs.
I ain't going down nowhere.
Oh man, we're in the back room, aka the studio. Stephen Lett.
Oh man.
Here's the thing with Stephen. Stephen is not being who he really is.
No, because you actually saw the video with him talking when he was talking to personally to one of the interviewers.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not putting on that.
He wasn't putting on that Sesame Street Muppet puppet act that he does. He wasn't, because he's trying to be. You know what he is? He's trying to be likable.
Yeah,
He's trying to be likable. Like, I'm gonna be childlike.
Right, but that's offensive
acting like
to
a
me.
child.
Right,
like,
to people.
he's not
These
that.
are grown people that you're talking down
These
to.
are grown people, and we spoke to people that say, I like him so much.
Oh my goodness.
I like him so much, not knowing that if it was, up to him to get you thrown off a mountain, like he'll be like, like dump him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's an
he's not
evilness. There's an evilness in his eyes that people don't recognize. They just see this. I don't know, this cartoon-like person.
He's not who you think he is. Tony just lets you know. He's like kill the mother.
I'm a drunk.
Yeah, I'm a drunk. Kill the mother. He's and then who's the other one? I already spoke about Sammy. Sammy is just a token. right?
Token
He getting
black.
his check, and he's like, "Leave me out of this."
He's the only black man that's going to heaven right now. Because if you think about it, racism, when this is a time right now that you're not gonna allow. There was in the '60s they was allowing a black man to be a governing body member.
Nah.
Right. So he got to be the first black man in heaven and the only one.
Oh.
Because you got to think about it. Like at that time, what it was racism was big.
I never thought of that.
I think I said that in one of the videos. He's the only black man.
First and well, not the only, right?
Who else is before that?
No, I'm talking about after him.
Well, I mean, at this point right now, there might be.
You're right. Because if the world ended tomorrow, he is the only black, you know what, in heaven.
Right.
Sammy.
Right.
Wow.
Sammy
So he's like, leave me.
I heard you was a token man.
Oh man, then there's other ones. There's other ones. I probably
Jared, whatever his name is, Jared Loesch or whatever.
Yeah, he's not the there's I got my most hated. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, what's his name? Spade. David Spade, right?
David Spade?
Yeah.
Is it Spade?
Is it Spade? I don't know.
What
David Spacey.
You know? Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah.
The governing body. That is something else.
There was something that I meant to talk to you about when I woke up early, like this morning about them. It's something that I was saying, I can't forget it. I can't forget it. Oh, man. Oh, I was thinking about this. Do you realize that we put all this perception on God?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. God never spoke to us. Mm-hmm. We don't know his mind or anything. And we think we literally go on through years of living and say, okay, this is what he feels and this is what he believes about everything. It's almost like, and I was thinking in the morning when I got up, I said, imagine living to 70 years old, mm-hmm. not talking at all. Mm-hmm. Take it to another level and go in a closet and close the door, and people think they know you.
That's true. Yeah, but their argument would be like, oh, but he wrote the Bible for us. So
he never told us that, though.
He never told us that he wrote the Bible.
He never told us that.
They said that this is inspired by God.
Everything that was said was what we say.
It's what we
Our
say.
Perception of what we believe.
I, you know, and a lot of people may say, like, what are they, atheists? No, we're not. We're not atheists. We're rational, critical thinkers. Like, you know, and we know that there's certain things that's written in the Bible where we could basically reasonably say, like, oh yeah, God would think that way.
Right.
When things are morally good.
But you're still assuming.
Things make people happy or whatever like that. And you would assume basically, like you said, that's, you know, coming from God. But there's certain things where it'd be like, and God, they get into the mind of God. Like this is what God was thinking.
Right.
And it's like, what kind of shrooms were you on to actually,
You're literally putting words in his mouth.
Yeah. You put
this is what he feels about everything. He was angry about this. Yeah. He didn't like this. He didn't like, where are you getting this from?
Yeah. You know, it's even like the creation of earth. You know, it's easy in hindsight to say this is what happened, then that happened, then that happened. When you're looking back on it,
right.
Be like, and then there was animals, and then there was trees, and then there was whatever. You know, it's like, because you're seeing it, you're looking at it right now,
right?
You know, so of course you're gonna say that, you know, but. You know, it's weird.
So
like how people
I was thinking
that.
about that. I said, we actually are literally going through your whole life thinking we know what he feels and what he believes and what he thinks about everything.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Assuming.
Oh, this is what he don't like about this. And this is like, you don't know what you're talking about at all.
You don't know what you're talking about. You know? At least say like, we are made in the image somewhat or whatever. We know that whatever we have, God has, or like how does anger come up? That's the thing that I said one time when I posed the question. I was like, can God's creation make up new emotions that God doesn't have?
Right.
Meaning if somebody has jealousy or anger or whatever, did that just come about from us?
Right.
Or did it precede us and God knew about those emotions before?
Which I asked
You know
before.
what I mean?
I didn't understand it because
Yeah.
if he has the same emotions that we have, how can we be judged with those emotions?
Exactly.
By those emotions.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? If he has those same emotions, how can he say you're wrong for having these emotions and he has it first?
Because it came from somewhere. You didn't make up that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how could a toy do something that you didn't actually create it to do?
Right.
All of a sudden, something that just does this,
Right.
like that, starts going like this. Like, how does that happen? You look and be like this, like I didn't make the toy to do that.
Right.
It just started doing this on its own, and then even go a step further and start talking and start climbing up things.
Right.
It's like, I don't know what it's doing.
Right.
Like, nah, you created it. You can't say that.
Right.
So yeah, it's a lot that you have to take in. But the good part is that you don't have to not believe in God just because you don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not for you. And I'm not talking, and I don't even want to say what the Jehovah Witnesses say, when they be like, oh, it's not for you to understand. No, it is for you to understand. It's just not for you right now. You know what I mean? It's not, what you understand is not going to lead you into whatever salvation or, you know what I mean, world that you go into. So. Tony! Come downstairs with that Macau. Oh, man.
We got problems.
The demons. We've been plagued by the demons. People don't talk about that enough, in my opinion.
There's a lot of people that I talk to that talk about like how real they felt the demons were and how it scared them, like in every move they made throughout their lives, like every decision they made, like the demons are gonna get me.
Yeah.
Like that. You don't realize that we never had that because we kind of laughed at certain things. I didn't. I laughed at that.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a little bit ridiculous.
There was one time that I had anxiety. It could have been because I smoked 2 blunts in a 1 hour span, But I was like, and one time I was going to sleep and I was just like, they gonna smack me. Out of the clear blue. I don't know when it's coming. I don't know when it's coming.
What do you mean for no reason? For
no reason.
See, that's the one
for
thing.
no reason.
Yeah,
I said I'm going to get smacked.
But you know what the funny thing about it is that's something I never understood because I was like, wait, no, now I get it. Because we were going to the Kingdom Hall at that time.
Yeah.
So you thought that they were going to hurt you or harm you because you were doing right.
Exactly.
But there was something that I never understood because people were saying that if you were doing wrong, the demons would come and get you. And I would always say, why? You're doing what they want. So why would they bother you?
That's right. Why would they bother you? But when I started becoming more aware and in tune to God for real on a higher level, I said, they're going to try to scare it out of me. And I was just going to be asleep, and then it was just going to be like right in my face. Yeah, like that. But it did, like, I didn't know what's coming.
We're laughing, but this is real because there's so many people that grew up afraid of this happening to them.
Afraid. They talk about Halloween. They literally, it's demonic. Don't put this on and stuff like that. But they put Halloween in our life every single day.
Right.
The demons coming. They're coming to get you. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Don't bring this
Sit on your chest.
They're going to sit on your chest. They put Halloween. You talking about somebody that's dressed as Iron Man? You put a demon in the house. Like that's that. Like that. Like that's crazy. Right. When you think about it, it's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's true.
You know, the demons are not talked about enough. You know, because to me that's the PTSD with the Jehovah Witnesses.
Right, but you know why they don't want to talk about it too much? Because that's the past, and they don't want to bring that up.
Yeah.
They're trying to push things aside.
Yeah, well, we see personally them saying like, "Oh, I don't know, I never heard that before."
Right, like even like I think I touched on it on one of the videos when I said Toni Morris. How did it turn into? There was before that. Oh, you were gonna be like ravished by crows and vultures.
Yeah.
And now it's like our enemies are gonna go out like a light, like a match.
That's true.
You see? They're not even promoting that anymore.
True.
Like, because now they're looking at most Jehovah's Witnesses are gonna say, we gotta clean this all up, guts and stuff and blood.
I never thought about that.
So now it's we're gonna go.
Oh, you're just gonna be like
right.
You guys, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you gotta understand to expound on that. There are people that be like, I'll take that.
Right.
You talking about like this?
Right.
As opposed to
right.
You know, a disease that ravishes your body for 2 years.
Right.
Like, I'll take that.
Right.
You just like that. Sign me
now
up.
you have to anticipate, like Saida said. She said, who would want that? Like, I don't want that. Then I don't want to live forever if I got to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which brings to a question, one of the deepest questions that I ever heard, and we was talking about it. Like you just said, you know, I don't want that.
Right.
Do you have a choice in the matter?
Right.
What if you live good? What if you were approved by Jehovah? What if you was approved by God to say like, yeah, you can go to the next life, paradise. Right. What if you go like, nah, don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around those people. I got to be around the people that shun me. Nah, I'll just sleep forever.
Right.
Put me in the state that I was in before I was born.
Right.
I'd rather go back to that.
Right.
Forever. Like that. Do you got a choice in the matter? Like where God would be like, okay, that's what you want.
That's true.
You know? Me personally, I say no, just like you had no choice in being born.
Right.
That we know of. I don't care about preceding our life and we was in heaven and said, oh, you're going to be born into, and you signed the deal or whatever to be. We don't know that. We have no memory of that. So we don't, you know what I mean? For all intent and purposes, it's like, no, you had no control of being born, just like you have no control of dying, just like you have no control of coming back.
Right.
That's it. To me, it's that simple.
That simple.
Why would you get control at that point? You have no control of being born, no control of when you're going to die or if you die, but you got control of how you come back.
Right.
No people. No people. Right?
Just critical thinking.
Yeah, critical thinking. By the way, critical thinking, November 6th, I'm on the, what's the channel?
Critical Thinkers?
Yeah, that's what critical.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on their channel November the 6th. Check it out.
If that is funny because if that was if I had to wake up our family, that's what I would show.
What?
Critical Thinkers.
Yeah,
because they would they can relate to them. So,
they can relate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They still. In a weird way, and guys, that if you're watching this, don't feel disrespected by it. But
I know what you're going.
They feel like they're still part of the organization, but speaking against the organization, which to me is why I like them so much.
Right. In other words, what you feel about apostates and what they tell you about apostates, you see them and you say, how can these be bad people?
Yeah. Exactly.
They resonate so incredible with you, like what I mean, as far as the kingdom.
Yeah, because you want to see the apostates looking like disheveled demons. Yeah, you know what I mean. And we're not that. I mean, you know, definitely not the critical thinkers, they're not that. They are definitely way more JW like in as far as like how they look
Right.
than me or him. You know what I mean? Being
Did you ever tell them about what the people said on the Zoom as far as Daddy's memorial?
Briefly, my
Oh, you
my
did?
father passed not too long ago, and we had a Zoom funeral. And there was, I guess, we got broken off to the rooms. What do they
Yeah.
call it? The break rooms or,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
And I was in a room with somebody that knew my brother. You know what I mean? And he was basically introducing himself, and he said, so your dad was great. I think I met him once or twice or whatever, and he said, what are you doing basically
With your life.
with your life to be able to see your father again?
It was worse than that, though.
Yeah, it was worse.
He
What'd he say?
basically said, so you don't want to get did your dad ever teach you about the organization? And we said,
Yep.
yeah, we grew up
Yep.
in it. And he said, so you don't want to get your life together so you can possibly see him again?
Yes.
That's what he said.
That was bad.
Psychotic.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
That's psychotic. And I really wanted to go in on a different level, you know what I mean? But I said, just I was drained. We wasn't even thinking about that, but that stayed with me. But if anybody ever come to me, family, friends, foe, whoever, and try to justify why this organization or this religion, this cult,
Right.
is should be, you know what I mean, the thing to worship. All I have to do is pull that out. You can't. There's no defense against that. What they like to do is say like, "Oh, that individual is, you know what I
Wrong
mean,
for saying
wrong
that,
for
speaking
saying
it,
that."
but you can believe it.
Exactly. You can believe
That's
it.
what you're taught.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You could believe it, but don't say it.
Right.
They'll say, "Oh, he was wrong for saying
He
that."
shouldn't have said that at
He
that
shouldn't
moment.
have said that
Right.
at that moment. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I like when that happened. When that happened, there's many nails that I put in the coffin, but that was like a big
that was big.
ass nail. That was a
Right.
drill bit in the coffin. I
Right.
was like, yo, like y'all are done when it
Right.
comes to me. There's no remorse. There's no, you know what I mean? You're trying to insinuate or say, not even insinuate, that the only way I can see my father again is through this organization. Screw you, kick rocks. I wish I could put a middle finger up on this channel, but
Right.
I know I'll be flagged or whatever. But F you for that. Y'all suck. Y'all suck bananas. You know what I mean?
Tony, I'm coming upstairs.
Yeah, but I'm glad y'all had the opportunity to visit us, and in our recording studio / the back room channel. You heard it here first. We're gonna get back to work. This is what we do, and this is the clean stuff, the nice stuff. Nah, we don't do nothing else, I don't think. But yeah, thank y'all. Subscribe, like. This is the first time I think we've been together, and I appreciate y'all. This is gonna be all over the place. There's no structure to this. This is how we do when we're making music. But yeah, as always, I don't know about his channel. I don't think he got a tagline, but I do. Mine is think, right? And it's love. Peace.